Hello everybody and welcome back. Whew, how have you been? Today is a hump day and I know that people are they're just wondering about many things, and especially what makes them beautiful. What does make you beautiful? Because you should know that you are. You shouldn't doubt that you are, because and never think that you're not. Okay? So, what makes you so beautiful? Well, let's find out here. It's just like a inhale and exhale. Alright, did you choose your pile? We're gonna go on to pile number 1 right now. Pile number 1, how are you? So, what makes you so beautiful? Because you absolutely are. You're absolutely just divine, you know that? So, let's just inhale here and exhale. Alright. So, okay. Wow, immediately, High Priestess. Page of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. Four of Cups. Wow, okay. This pile number 1, what makes you so powerful? Not just what makes you so powerful, but what makes you so beautiful? And is that the reason why I said powerful is that you are powerful. What makes you so beautiful is that you're a very powerful human being, a very powerful soul. High Priestess immediately here. You see the highest card in the deck. Very powerful, good or bad secrets to be revealed. And you're also not only this, but what makes you so beautiful is that you understand that you're a student of life. Even though you're very, 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 very powerful, you know that, how should I say this? That there's just more to life than what you know. And you're always looking for answers. And not only that, but you're very you're very optimistic. Let's see, Six of Wands, letter of news. That's what's coming. Victory news. You're very optimistic, and and what makes you very beautiful is you're very vivacious. You're very go-getter. You're very strong, and and you, not just that, but you're very optimistic. You see how you're always, and you're a hard worker. You're constantly looking, you're constantly in the pursuit of success. Always in the pursuit of happiness. And you just have this internal thing that you understand that not everything is going to be nice and dandy, but what makes you so beautiful is that you know that you have a lot of knowledge to you, and you're very you're savvy with your money, or you're very optimistic and you're always in pursuit of happiness, hence the 10 of Cups. And you understand that things will fluctuate, but overall you are just beautiful. What makes you so beautiful is that, not just you're very powerful, but you're beautiful inside and out, and you're very wise. You're not one of these you're not the bratty type. You're not the spoiled bratty type, even though you can have your moments when you get like that. Everyone does. Everyone has a little child side to them. I'll admit I do myself. But for the most part here, you are just you will do whatever it takes to be great. You inspire greatness, and you inspire greatness from others, but you also pursue greatness in whatever it is. And even if you don't know that you're great, just understand that you're beautiful because all this stuff is just instinctual. This is just ingrained in you. Success and guess what? Do you know what you're gonna be getting? Even it's just gonna get better and better and better. Whether if it's more money or more attention or more or more opportunities of any sort. You just attract amazing people. I'm not gonna say that you might attract the most successful people, but you most definitely do attract the most amazing people. Yeah, absolutely amazing that that it's oh my gosh. And I wouldn't be surprised if you do attract attractive people at that here. But I digress here. And soulmate. Your soulmate is ready to be with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Power. You instinctively know what's right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. Acceptance is key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no place for trying to change that which is beyond our control. Amen to that. Okay, here. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and it all will work out. Absolutely. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Emotions are natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. What makes you so beautiful is that you know all this. And you may be single, you may be not, but the thing is that you are powerful. You see how the power, you instinctively know what's right for you, and the first card that's pulled out is the High Priestess. What makes you so beautiful is that you are powerful. Even if you don't think you are, you have a lot more power in you. You have a lot more, you accept things, and you do whatever is best for you. You don't conform to what's best for people. And do you know what? Some people might say, "Oh, well, how is that beautiful? That person's not that beautiful." Well, uniqueness is these days is being embraced more and more these days. And people back then, and even in some cases to this day, think that whatever is trendy or whatever is in style, that's the attractive thing. Oh, come on. Trends change like every 5 to 10 years. And the thing is that you don't conform to the norms. You're very intimate. You want to empower not just yourself, but also the other person. So there might be some things where you just put people in the friend zone because they don't make you feel as powerful, or they may not add to the power that you need. But the thing is that you keep and value the ones that add a lot to your life. And what makes you also very, very beautiful is, I wouldn't be surprised, is your outlook. But again, that's kind of like that's kind of shallow. But it's not. But it's just also your personality is just. I wouldn't say it's standoffish, but it's very firm. Like you don't let anyone push you around. You don't let anyone just pose their will upon you. Like once you're kind of stubborn. Now a lot of people might think that stubbornness is not a good thing. Stubbornness is a defense mechanism. You have to be stubborn in order to survive. It's a survival mechanism. That's so I mean, like, because we can get stubborn and stuck in our ways, but that's because it puts us in our comfort zone. Sometimes it's for comfort reasons, and sometimes we're stubborn because we're obsessed with a concept of greatness. Whether if that's beauty or power, or success, we get stubborn. People get stubborn with their money. People get stubborn with their looks. People get stubborn with their status. People get stubborn with so many things. With things that they want, with visions that they have. They even get stubborn with self-image. But you're not really like that. You're not like that. You can be stubborn, but it's stubborn in a good way that helps you survive. And it's okay to be stubborn, because what makes you so beautiful is that you know what's best for you. You absolutely know what's best for you, and you may not have known that before, but you've come a long way in your journey of life, and you do know what's best for you. And what's also, that's another thing that makes you so beautiful, is that you're confident. I think I said that earlier, but you're also very sure about things. You're a lot more sure of yourself and sure of your decisions than, and yeah, what else? So, fourth ray of harmony. Spiritual decree. Star Child. Karmic clearing. Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Dark Night of the Soul. Paradigm Shift. Third ray of creative intelligence. You are, another thing that makes you so beautiful is that your essence is very harmonious. You have an innocence to you, and with karmic clearing and all that you just, things seem to be very purified. Energies are purified when you're around, even if you think otherwise. Because of this dark night of the soul, it's like, okay, you know what? We all have a dark side. Again, it's the yin and yang. There's dark in the light, and there's light in the dark. And that's what makes us whole. There's always going to be a little bit of darkness in you. But what's the dominant trait? Light. And sometimes you need to be in touch with that darkness to know how important that light is. And you are very much a star child. You have a lot of great innocence. You have a lot of purity in you. You're very genuine. That's very beautiful. One of the things that I find in a woman is not just her strength and her honesty, but it's she has innocence, and she has very good heart and great karma. Because there are a lot of people, male and female, who I gotta say that just have that beautiful healing spirit. They have that like childlike essence, like that in it, that like a child, that the innocence that a child has and possesses, but they also have the wisdom of someone who's in their 90s, who's lived life for a long time. This person is a very old soul. Like you are a very old soul, and There are not that many old souls out there anymore. There are like elders, but there are so many people who are old souls yet are still in touch with their inner child, and that's very, very, very amazing. That's what you makes you beautiful. You're you have you're mixed with young and wisdom of old. That's not very common. If anything, nowadays we see a lot of people who are older who have the minds and the wisdom of someone who's, I'm not kidding, who's like 5, 6 years old, of an adult, or even slightly older. Like it's like an adolescence. You're not like that. You see the beauty in everything. You see the beauty in people. You see the beauty in life. In life. You see the beauty in life. And not many people do. I mean, jeez. And yeah, here. Transformation. Celestial teacher. Time out. Choices. Communication. Intuition. New chapter. This is absolutely what makes you beautiful. You just like your essence just transforms people, because you are very much a celestial teacher. What did I say? You are wise beyond your years. Now and sometimes you might take a time out here, and this is a cool trait. I'm not going to be surprised if you are kind of an introvert. You take time away and you always try to look within and try to fix yourself. You benefit a lot from being with yourself, which isn't bad. That's kind of empathic. It's kind of like me. I'm an introverted extrovert. Like I can deal with big crowds, but I can't deal with them like for hours on end. It's not like my bread and butter. Like I always need to have people over, and like in hordes and hordes of people. I might need like one person, but primarily I tend to do things alone. I like being in my own world, and that's kind of if not very much how you are. You want to transform and benefit yourself, and you're a very good communicator. You may have not had made the smartest choices nor the wisest choices earlier on, but these days you absolutely have. You've been making really, really, really great and wise and smart, absolutely smart decisions. And you're very communicative. And not only and it's not just, not just communicative with others, but you're communicative with yourself, and you're communicative with higher beings, and that's what makes you very beautiful. You're always talking to others. You're always communicating with something, and you can even communicate with somebody through. And I'm not saying that you physically nor literally communicate, but communication can also be from watching something online or reading something, especially if you're reading a book, that's a form of communication. They're telling us their perspectives and stories to you. And so, speaking of stories, the new chapter, every freaking time people are around you, it feels like a new chapter. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's like you're very, 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 very refreshing to be around. You absolutely are refreshing. People really want to be around you because you are beautiful, inside and out. Even if you don't feel like you're beautiful outside, you absolutely are. And I swear to God, there's nothing better than a beautiful inside, and that you absolutely have that. You're strong. You're wise. But you have the vivaciousness and the ambition of someone who's young. Young heart, old soul. Keep at that, pile number 1. You're amazing. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that pile number 1. We're going to go on to pile number 2. Pile number 2, how are you? So, what makes you so beautiful? Because you know you're beautiful, right? You know you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful. Say it. Say it with me. I know I'm beautiful. Alright, I hope everything is going well, that your day is going well, but let's just see what makes you so beautiful, okay? Page of Swords. Oh, wow. The World. Oh, wowza. I love it. Love it. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh. 3 of Wands, and we also have the Devil coming up here. That might be a little off-putting, but we're gonna clarify this, okay? We're gonna clarify because it's like saying, what makes me beautiful if I draw the Devil card? Well, we're gonna get to that, okay? Ace of Wands, new beginnings, birth, new ideas. Oh, I love it. Oh, the Hierophant. Okay. So, what makes you beautiful is that again, we're gonna put this in a good way, because I know the devil isn't a very good card. It's actually, but here's the thing. This is something that you fight, whether if it's within you or in the outer world. Because because we start off with the Page of Swords and then the World. You are very, very, very strong. You're very strong, and you may come from a and you might have your struggles, okay? But the thing is that you have this perception that the world is against you. Hence why that's where the devil might come in, because it just always seems like you're just not catching a break. You're fighting and fighting, even though the world... You're fighting and fighting, even though the world is on your side, and just like, not just the world is on your side, but so much fortune is unwinding for you. But there's kind of like a huge negative energy that's really, really trying to steer that away from you. But despite that, despite all of this adversity, despite all of this stuff trying to hold you back, you go above and beyond. You travel, travel overland. So even though you may or may not be traveling or escaping, you see how over here we have the devil, and this we have like someone looking away. You're not paying attention to that. All these deities, all of these awful things. What makes you beautiful is that this is what you are. You're a young heart that is strong. You have a very strong and just a amazing heart, who's ready to take on the world, and who wants to, I wouldn't go as far as to say who wants to have the world, but wants to have what they consider the world, which is I'm not saying that the literal world, but you want your world, your personal life and your personal energies to be absolutely great, and that's what you are. You're striving for greatness. And here, whenever stuff like that is getting in the way, like people know, people really, really, really know that if you are just like ignoring them, ignoring these curses, because you are beautiful even in the exterior here, even if you don't think that you are, because there's some huge competition going on. Whether if it's competition with physique or smarts or something, you are a threat to a lot of people because of your beauty, because of your smarts, because of your knowledge, because of your wisdom, because of your spiritual practices, probably like even talents. There are plenty of people who are just like, they'll get jealous and irate for like no legitimate reason. I wouldn't say no legitimate reason, but it's like sometimes it's like the most petty thing. And but the thing is that what makes you beautiful is that you ignore this. You ignore the noise. New beginnings. You're not scared to steer away and always you're not scared to steer away the noise. You're not scared to start from scratch sometimes. And it doesn't need to be like you're starting from scratch in terms of your career, but your perspective can start from scratch. You can start from scratch and from wherever you move to, but still you still have that same wisdom, you still have that same success. It's just your environments are different, or your peers slash friends might be different, but nevertheless, you are the Hierophant. You are one of the most you still come out on top. You are you have a huge position of authority, and it's not just authority in like the public eye, but you are very powerful. Again, you see how you've become very powerful because of this, because you ignore the noise. And sometimes if the noise gets to you, you empower the noise. You're kind of like, okay, you think I'm this way? Well, we'll see about that. You think I'm ugly? You think I'm talentless? You think I don't bring anything? Well, you know what? Let's see about that. And trust me, your bravery, feistiness, and confidence is so sexy. It's really attractive. It's very, very attractive to both male and female. Both. Like everybody likes confidence. That shows affirmation, and not just affirmation within them, but affirmation of yourself. Like you are, because there are a lot of people who just let other people dictate who and what they are. You don't. You dictate others what you are. It's like, I don't care what you think. You empower yourself. Let's see what else. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Mm-hmm. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells within your heart and not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being your true self that you can be true to others. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Ooh, the dove. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, and a blessing will soon be revealed. I love that. I hope you do too. Pile number 2. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. This is absolutely what makes you beautiful. You have been raked over the coals. That's probably where the devil is. You've been through a lot of adversity, whether if it's love adversity, people's doubts, you've gone through a lot of crap. But that has really opened yourself on what really matters in the end. It's like you are more in touch with yourself and with your with what truly matters. You understand that not just beauty, your external beauty fades away, but the thing is that you know that internal beauty always grows. As long as you allow it to be, as long as you allow it to grow. You are always in touch with your heart. You have a beautiful golden heart, and you have a healing essence to you. And there's something very liberating about you. People can be open to you. People can feel empowered around you. You know how many people this day and age feel bombarded and degraded by others, whether if it's their parents or their significant other, if they have one, or just sometimes even friends or just like strangers. It's always, they just can't, they're just suffocated by just pain. But you have this very wonderful essence where all that pain just goes away. They don't feel pain anymore around you. They really don't. If anything, it's very therapeutic. They can talk to. They finally feel like someone understands them. Someone's willing to listen. I told my bestie this, and I told her that because she sometimes feels like said that she feels obligated to solve a problem, and I said sometimes that's not what I'm asking for. I'm just asking for an ear to listen when I'm going through something. And that's the thing about them. You can be you. They'll listen to you. You listen. Not they'll listen to you. You listen to people. You listen to people. And that's so liberating, because barely anybody listens to anybody anymore. If it doesn't conform to their views, this is why I hate the word tribe, okay? Especially when people so this is going to be a little side rant here, pile number 2. But this is why I hate it when people say tribe, like soul tribe. Tribe sounds like it sounds culty. It sounds like one certain mindset, and because that's what tribes are. It's one culture, one perspective, one way of thinking, one routine, one way. It's like you're together, sure, but it's kind of culty. That's why I say soul fam. You're part of a family, because family supports each other. Despite their different, you are allowed to have your own views. You're allowed to be different. But despite you being different, you still have support. And you still have love. You still have a lot of that stuff. You still have the freedoms that you do. But you don't have any freedoms if you're in a tribe. You have freedoms as long as you do what they say and act like. But if you challenge them, then no. You can challenge a family member. They'll still love you. You can't challenge a tribe member. That's for dang sure. But I digress. No, you're very amazing to be around. I can tell you're one of God's best beings, pile number 2, just based off of this. You really, really are. Initiation by water. Sixth ray of devotion. Divine talents. Master healing. Oh, you see how we have healing and master healing right on top of each other. I love it. They're both the 4th card. Oh, yeah. Well, you see right here. I wouldn't say that they're both the 4th cards. I was about to say something. But they're right on top of each other. Initiation by fire. Soul child. Second ray of wisdom. Wow, pile number 2. You are your heart is so open and so pure. You are a natural born healer. That's what makes you so absolutely beautiful. Because I mean a lot of people, I mean, I understand they say beauty is within the eyes of the beholder, but the thing is that what makes people very beautiful is that there's a healing essence to them. And it's not just like exclusively physique or anything, or extremely like them being healthy or whatever. It's very good to be healthy. It's healthy, especially if you want to, being around healthy energies and all that. Absolutely. But you have an absolutely divine talent of healing. What makes you so beautiful is that your essence and even talents are soothing. You might work in some sort of like a therapy, or you might be a musician. You might be something different. You might be in the medical field, physical therapy, massage therapy, or musician again. Just like all these sorts of things. Even tarot card reading. A lot of this stuff is very, very, very healing and beautiful. People see you in a better light than the average person because there's a healing element to you. Walk your truth. Shadow self. Surrender. Move forward. Awaken. Self-worth. And patience. What makes you so amazing and so beautiful, pile number 2, is that you absolutely walk your truth. You know that you have a shadow self. You know that you're in touch with your dark self. You're in touch with the darkness. because in order to be a part of light, you need to acknowledge the darkness. Again, it's the young, or yang, how people say it, but the proper pronunciation is young. But you surrender. You don't surrender to the darkness, but you surrender to the light. You surrender to the beauty around you, and you move forward, and you're very awakened. You're a very, very awakened soul. You absolutely are. You are one of the better and most developed souls in existence. You have a great sense of self-worth, and you're absolutely patient. And then not only, it took you time to learn patience. But the thing is that what makes you so beautiful is that you're very, 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 very pleasant to be around. People feel at home with you. People feel like they can trust you. People feel like they can be themselves around you. People feel like they can walk their truth. People can feel like they can just like be them. They don't need to conform to anyone around you, because you just accept people for who they are. Not a lot of people do that, even to this day. They say, I'll accept you if you see the world the way I do. And you know what? There are so many people who do what I do. There's so many tarot card readers. There's so many people in the truther community who have that exact same mentality. Think like me, or think like me. Otherwise, you're not a true truther. You're not a real, legitimate, pure soul. I am the definition of a pure soul. It's like, no. You're not going to be like that. If you're a pure soul who's trying to do this as a service to others, you don't need to announce it. People can see things. As they say, the proof is in the pudding. Sometimes the most obvious things are the things that are not said or promoted. You don't need to say that you're a pure soul. You don't need to say that you're an enlightened soul. You don't need to say that you are whatever, or be on my channel because you're going to get the truth and nothing but the truth, as if you're... No. That is ego, okay? That's ego. I present aura. You hear sometimes how I might bring a good thing or like a bad thing, and then I say, well, here's the good side, here's the flip side on things. I always try to put things on a positive light so that way there's optimism. And I'm not sugarcoating anything. I don't sugarcoat things at all here. I just give alternative perspectives. But sometimes there are just people who just like, they won't give you a flip side. They won't give you alternative perspectives even within their own readings. They're just saying, okay, this is what the cards say and this is what it is, and this is how I perceive it, and my perception is the truth and nothing but the truth. There are plenty of truths, okay? There's so many ways to... I understand they're saying my truth versus the truth. Well, there are many truths in the truth. Okay? There are many perspectives of the truth. That doesn't mean that it's less true. It's just a perspective of the same thing. But just because it's a different perspective doesn't mean that it's wrong. it's still reverting to the same truth. Again, I'm sorry about that little side rant there, but you need to understand that you have a lot of truth to you, and you embrace your truth. You embrace who you are. You don't let anybody push you over, and you're very awakened. There's what makes you beautiful is also that is that you're very, very strong. Your soul is strong. Your soul is strong. Your soul is awakened to not just you walk your truth, but you accept the truth around you. You acknowledge other people's truths. You acknowledge just like everything. You even acknowledge your shadow self. You acknowledge your dark side. Not a lot of people want to do that. A lot of people hide their dark side and say, no. I don't have a dark. I'm just pure. I'm pure light. I'm pure this. I'm pure that. I know I have a dark side. Okay? Even I know I have a dark side. I know that there's some darkness in me. But guess what? That's what makes me want to be light, to be more of a light. Because when I look back and I see the darkness in myself, that's something I do not want to be dominant. That's not the dominant trait I want within myself. Some people cave into that dark side of theirs, and they just embrace that dark side. Or sometimes that's where the yin is. The yin is like the light in the dark. But the dark is dominant. That is more ego. They see themselves as very pure. They're very this. They're very that. They might have a little, but then that little light, that little glimpse of light and purity, they say, "Oh well, I am absolutely pure. This, that, or the other. Blah 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 blah." So it ends up becoming a lot more ego than aura. Because it's very good to be in touch with your light, but if there's a small bit amount of light in you, and you're more so in touch with your light side, and that's all you're hanging on to, then it can lead into something very, very, very dark. But just always be in touch with your dark side, so that way you know how dark that is. And you can keep spreading light, instead of holding on to that small bit of light and then spreading darkness. And the darkness is stemmed from ego. Well, sorry, a little bit of a lecture here, and I hope I don't come across as a hypocrite. I don't think I'm anything special, to be honest. I honestly don't believe. I'm just me. I'm not gonna promote myself to say I'm a light one, because so many people have said this about me, and blah 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 blah. It's like, I hate people who do that. If you see me as something like that, amazing, but I don't see myself as that. I really don't. I just see myself as myself, and but anyways, I'm done. I'm done with the side. I'm done with the tangents. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that pile number 2. We're gonna go on to pile number 3 right now. Pile number 3, how are you? So, what makes you so beautiful? What makes you so beautiful? Because you absolutely are beautiful. Whether you know it or not. Do you know that you're beautiful? Well, if you didn't, just understand and know that you are, and we're gonna find out why. You're gonna see why. King of Swords. Cold, abrasive, and disrespect. The lovers. Love affairs. Romance again with marriage. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Oh. The Chariot. Movement of resistance. Journey. Victory over... Oh, okay. The Empress. Oh, okay. The Emperor. Ah. The Hanged Man. Okay, I love it. So, King of Swords, even though that you have to... I'm getting alpha energies here, to be honest. I'm seriously getting a lot of like alpha essences here, because even though you come across as a threat to people, and trust me, these days, what makes beauty is kind of threatening. It's the most petty things sometimes. Even love is threatening to people. You get, because we live in a day and age, especially when it comes to people who do what I do on this channel, or even on my other channel, my music channel. There's so many there's just so much competition for just affirmation and acceptance. People just want to be accepted without changing themselves, without worry. But the thing without, you come across and you demand respect, because do you know what? You're not, even though you come across as like, you might come across as like authoritative, or like, for lack of a better word, a jerk. But you're very tender. The thing is that the reason why you kind of come across that way is because you have a lot of confidence. You come across as extremely confident, and a lot of people are not confident. That's why they might say, oh, you with the King of Swords, you might come across as, oh, they're being cold and abrasive. They're demanding respect. This person's such a jerk. That kind of stuff. You're not a jerk. You're just strong. You're confident. And trust me, from both sides of the aisle, they both love confidence. Confidence is sexy. I'll admit, when I was younger, I wasn't 100% confident because, I mean, because I've been psychologically and emotionally abused, but it wasn't up until I started empowering myself and empowering those things. I stopped looking for those things and I started working on myself, and the stuff and the more I worked on myself, the things that I was searching for were starting to unfold and starting to come to me. Because instead of grabbing people down and lowering them to my standards, I'm raising myself up to their standards. Or just like, I'm just elevating myself, not just to their standards, but I'm elevating myself. I'm improving myself. I'm sharpening the knife, because and that's what really what that's and you are a very warm and loving hearted person. You're very genuine. You're very loving, and you also you bring a lot of these great messages. You not just bring a lot of these great messages, but you have wealth. You have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of love inside of you, and that you're giving, and and you see how movement, what makes you so beautiful is that you're constantly looking for improvement. And when you're not just looking for improvement, you're always just you're always looking to be. I wouldn't say you're greedy here. Well, everyone's greedy to a certain extent, but you're not like obsessive over yourself in terms of, because again, like with the Empress and the Emperor, there's a lot of stability coming your way. You constantly look for stability, whether that's emotional, financial, whatever, and you're constantly trying to look out for all this. But then and you see how the Hangman getting stronger in oneself after a lot of deliberating and delaying in your life. You've started grabbing bull by the horns. And this is why people might think that you're a jerk, because you stopped giving an S. You stopped caring. It's like, I don't care. I want to empower my own self. Whether if it's through my outlook, my exterior, my job, my career, you started looking for improvements, and you've gotten a lot feistier. And trust me, let me tell you this, if it's anything that's sexy, it's that at least me personally, that I find is feistiness. I love it when a woman or even a guy, I'm not homosexual or anything, but I like seeing when guys are confident in themselves, and guys have a little bit of snappy, don't mess with me attitude. The same thing that applies to women here. It is sexy when there's a woman who has a very beautiful, great, gentle heart, but there's a very loving, which you absolutely do. You have a loving, genuine heart, and you have just like but you're also feisty. You get snappy, and it's like when someone crosses the line, you let them know that they're crossing the line, and you're saying, that is something that you would absolutely not want to do, and that's something that you're gonna dearly regret. How is that not beautiful? Some people find that, like, how is that beautiful? That's just being a insert derogatory female word. But it's not. You honestly think that that no animal in the animal kingdom, in their in terms of like their, especially with the females, you don't think that there's no such thing as a feisty animal or a feisty insect? Of course, they're the females. The females in every species is feisty. It's don't mess, because it's comes from it's the same sort of reasons why guys can be feisty. It's that don't mess with me, don't mess with me, don't mess with my family. It's a defense mechanism, and you use that in the proper ways because you know what you want out of yourself and out of others, and you want constantly things to progress. You want to be the empress. You want to have also the power of an emperor, or even be with someone who has that sort of thing in them. And you just don't care. You do, and I'm not saying that you're a jerk or anything like that, or you're just a jerk to the ones who. And I'm not saying that you're like a basic, like you're basic, that sort of old derogatory term. You're not a basic B. You're not a basic B word. You're not that, but you're just you just know what you want and you know what you need in your life. Anyways, moving forward. And again, you're very, very loving. Here. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Give thanks for blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Okay. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Ooh. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Secret admirer, someone deeper in your feelings, someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. The thing is that what makes you so ever so beautiful, pile number 3, is that people, even though there are certain people who think that there's like a feistiness and that you're kind of a threat and you're not really pleasing, that just means you're very, very, very strong. You're a strong old soul who knows what they want, and they don't stand for. You don't stand for any BS. You don't stand for any nonsense, and you're always, and it always feels like a new beginning with you. It's so refreshing, because these days, it's funny how weakness is being promoted as a good thing. It's good to be vulnerable. It's good to be like this. It's like, oh, you should always, it's like you should always like feel like catered towards. You should be overly nice. You should be overly this. It's like, it's okay to be nice and stuff like that. I'm not saying that, because overall I'm nice. I'm a very nice person, but at the same time I have boundaries. You do as well. You have boundaries. And you're always looking for that beautiful new beginning. So many people feel like it is a new beginning. with you. You're very romantic. You're very intimate. You're very exotic. And people there, you have plenty of secret admirers. And also look deep within you, and it's just like all of this. Give thanks to the blessings that you know that you deserve to be in, have that your heart truly desires. You truly desire peace, love, prosperity. You desire a lot of great things. You don't deserve just exclusively status. I mean, everyone wants some form of status. Let's not get that wrong here. But you're very confident, and you don't care how long it takes. You have great standards, and you've put like a very strong standard within yourself. And you know what? You are just absolutely freaking amazing. You have a lot of love. You have a lot of power. And trust me, love is power. Love is actually the creator of everything that's good or bad. Love destroys people. Love creates hate. You honestly think hate would exist without, or even jealousy, if there was no such thing as love? How can hate exist if love doesn't exist? Sometimes you got and love, believe it or not, it's the ultimate healer, but it's also the ultimate destroyer. Not hate. Hate is a result of love. It's the evil twin sister of love. But it has the same essence. It has the same beginnings. Everyone is born with love. But they're born to care about themselves. They're born to care about their own community. They love specific people. And then hate is a defense mechanism for somebody for like intruders, or they deem to be intruders. You are not like that. You are a legitimate healer. You present nothing but love. Are you feisty? Yes. Are you defensive and protective of your own energies? Yes. Are you confident? Yes. Are you do you have the status and confidence of an emperor or empress? Yes. Are you powerful? Yes. Don't ever think that you're not powerful. Don't ever think that you can never be powerful either. Because you can be. If you're already that, then you're already powerful. Don't abuse the power, though. Don't abuse your power. Don't enforce your power. Share your power. Don't just give your love. Share your love. Don't just give your wisdom. Share your wisdom. So that way you still obtain it. Because when you give something to somebody, you don't have it anymore. I wouldn't say that specifically, but you have less and less and less of it. in bigger chunks. But if you share it, it's still in your hands. You're just sharing it with someone deeply next to you. Don't ever give your soul. Don't ever give your heart. Ever give your being to someone else or something else. Share it. That way it's still yours and you get to dictate what happens to it. You still have a say in sharing. You don't have a say when you give something away. Anyways, moving on. Moving forward. First ray of power. Dark Angel. Okay. Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. Family of Light. The Heart Transmission. Earth Healing. Merkaba, Spiritual Protection. Wisdom of the Divine Feminine. That, I swear, so you have a lot. So not just are you the ultimate lover and healer, but you have, what did I say? First ray of power. You have a lot of power. Love is power. The Emperor and Empress, you have a lot. What makes you so beautiful is that you are very powerful. You are very amazing. You're brave, and you know what you want. You're very firm, and yeah, you are in touch with the cosmos, or cosmo. Believe it or not, cosmos is a Greek word, cosmo. But you do, what also makes you so beautiful is that you bring so much light to people. You're from the family of light, and the heart transmission. You see how you have such amazing healing powers. You have so much love here that you share that you share with others. You have what makes you so beautiful is that you're a lot more powerful than you give yourself credit for. Pile number 3. You really, really do. You do have a dark side, but again, we all do. But just because it's a dark doesn't mean that it's dominant. Sometimes we have to see the dark side in us to see how valuable the light is. You're very much a healer. You have a very healing presence. People feel like they can trust and rely on you. And again, you are strong and confident and stuff. You may be seen as a threat, and I'm reverting back to here, but that's because you're a threat to the ones who either don't acknowledge that they need help, or the ones who are causing the trouble, who are causing the harm. Because there are people out there who are comfortably numb to the harm. They find closure in the harm. And then as soon as you start healing them, that's actually when things start to hurt the most. Do things hurt when they initially start with that initial that initial sting and that initial just sensation, that burning sensation? Or does it start to hurt when there's that achingness when you're starting to heal? And when the good stuff is going on? Good stuff hurts wherever there's harm. That's why sometimes love, that's why sometimes true love is confused with fake love. That's why true love sometimes really, really, really hurts. You can move on from fake love. You can move on from like infatuations and sensations. There's always going to be a new sensation. There's always going to be a new infatuation. But is there going to be another? And you can ignore that. But is there something anymore? But when you love somebody and you stick to something, or you love something or someone, and that's taken away, how much does that hurt you? And for how long? Because there are some things that it hurts a little bit, and then it just like goes away like nothing. Like there's the initial ouch, but then there's another part where there's like an I can't live, and you start to have sleeping issues. You start to go through like depressive states to try to cope with certain things. Like that is love. That's when you're heartbroken. Your heart isn't broken, nor are you hurt when you're just when things just like pinch and there's a tingling sensation, like a hurtful tingling sensation. It's like something that love can seriously traumatize you. That's how powerful it is. You know the power of love. That is the power of love. And that's what makes you really, 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 really beautiful. You know how powerful love is. You know what it does and what it can do. And you use it the right ways. You use it for healing. You don't use it for damage. And even if it feels damaging for others, those are the ones who need the most healing. They need you, even though they say that they don't. You are a necessity to the world. You're doing God's work. That's what makes you beautiful. You're very hard to come by. Strength. Cosmic connection. Balance. Unconditional love. Celebration. It's free spirit. And emotions. It is, you are a very, what makes you so beautiful is that you are an empowered soul. You are strong. You're beautiful inside and out, and you may or may not know that, but if you don't know that, you absolutely are. You're stronger and more beautiful than you realize. Because This is because in all honesty, there would not be cosmic connection with you if that wasn't the case. You know how to balance energies. People feel at peace with you. You are powerful, and you've gone through a lot of this, and even though you may pose as a threat to people, your essence to everyone else is just like amazing. You really try to detoxify people. The people who think low of you, just they don't, they're the ones who are threatened by strength. They're weak. They're the ones who need the healing the most, and you want to bring that love, bring that balance, bring that peace. You are somebody that is absolutely should be celebrated. You have unconditional love. You celebrate people even if they don't feel like they're celebrated. You free people's spirits. You are a free spirit. You're in touch with your emotions. And you know what? You bring a lot of emotional peace and prosperity. You balance the emotions. You balance the energies around you. And it's just, it becomes so freaking addictive to be around you. It really does. It may not for everybody, because again, they're threatened by that. They're threatened by purity. Because they think that they're pure, but they're freaking they've been toxified by something different, thinking that's love. You know what love is. Love isn't something that sounds good. Now, love is not just exclusively kumbaya and this, that, or the other. That's an aftermath of love. That is an effect of love. But with great love also comes with great pain. And you're not meaning to do painful or harm to others, but you are a threat to people who need healing the most. I know I said that earlier, those are the ones who hate you. If there's any hate, if there's any spite towards you, it's the ones who need to heal the most. The ones who need to do the most soul searching, the ones who need to do the most soul work, the ones that need to start loving themselves instead of constantly looking for an escape, which is hate. Hate is an escape, okay? Hate is a reaction to love. I'm not saying that people do things out of love but again, sometimes they use hateful things under the guise of love. Now you're not like that. But you're just a threat because you're comfortable in your own skin and you want to empower yourself and you want to empower others. Some people don't want to be empowered. I'm starting to realize this in today's society. There are just some people out there who want to be told what to do, who don't want to be independent, who do want to be just like pushed around or be a pushover. It's comfortable for them, but it's not comfortable for you. And those are the types of people. The pushovers you're a threat to the pushovers. You're too strong. How is that not beautiful? Strength is amazing. If you're a female, let me ask you this. What's more sexy? What is more sexy And this even goes for guys. When it comes to when it comes to the ones that you love or a trait, what is more sexy? Strength and feistiness and savviness, or unsureness and basically this kind of like pushover mentality, this butt kissing, this foot kissing mentality, and slobbering all over you. Oh yes, queen, that sort of mentality. I'm gonna guess that it's not the latter, but whatever. Oh man, yeah, yeah, I love y'all. I love you, pile number 3, and I love all these, and I love all the piles 1 and 2, you know, and because I love you, spread the love. Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe so the echoes expand.